You're listening to Independent TV 7. Kindly click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Independent TV 7. Also, don't forget to click the bell icon to get more notification. Thanks for watching. Wow, did Nnamdi KANU hijack SARS protest? I don't know. And this report says how KANU hijacked SARS protest, killed security agents. The federal government has lied on this. I would say lie, not laid a statement. Well, the Nigerian government, through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has disclosed that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi KANU, took advantage of the SARS protest in 2020 to create mayhem, leading to the death of several security agents. Look, I would say this is another indictment, this is another allegation, coming, from Malami to Nnamdi KANU. I know, like I would say, I've always told Nigerians and my good subscribers and listeners that come 2023, this so-called Malami, well, I believe the internet, don't forget, they record most of these statements. This is coming from Attorney General. When it will not be when he was the Attorney General. These are the statements he made. These are the claims he made. These are the allegations. Later, it will not become defamation of character, lying against just a good citizen of Nigeria. Why would you say Nnamdi KANU hijacked SARS protest, killed security agents, FG, as berated and also challenged Nnamdi KANU? Because lately, before Nnamdi KANU, went to call for this hearing, for his judgment, it was only the accusation was only that Nnamdi KANU jumped bail. So many atrocities they said he committed. They started, giving him or laying an accusation or allegation against Nnamdi KANU. Now Malami is coming again. So I wanted to say that Malami again, because if you are telling me about the federal government, said this federal government is indicting this, it is Malami and not Buhari. Buhari will not come later. I used to say, I want you to, my subscriber, to listen vividly that Buhari will still come and tell you, do you want me to contradict my Attorney General? Yeah, you understand? Yoruba would say, the same place. You sleep in the same place, you put your heads in the same place and in same basket. Even if your paymaster does not really have what it takes upstairs, to salvage the situation of his household, does the PA, the personal assistant, and the so-called appointees. Well, like Governor Tom would say, I did not vote for Garuba Shehu, I didn't vote for Malami. I voted for Nigerians, voted for Buhari. They are just men, or they were just appointed. If they truly want to test their capacity and their capability, they should test their vote. Let them, buy form and let's see if they can be voted for. He said he was in APC. He was voted for as a governor. He defected to PDP. He was still voted for as a governor. It is because of his antecedent. It is because of his good deed. And that was what Governor Hotham had said. What I'm saying in essence is that this so-called Governor Hotham, Nnamdi KANU, and the people of the South, I believe they are very, very reasonable. If they are doing things, they do with records. And Malami is there, destroying the peace of the country. The Fulani, they are the ones divided the country as it is. There is no mincing word. There is no argument that will occur now that would a reasonable person would know that it is a Fulani, the present administration, the Buhari administration. And Buhari is leaving, his government in the hands of this so-called greedy Fulani bigots. They are the ones pushing Buhari to the wall. It's been a long while I've heard from Garuba Shehu. Garuba Shehu said the presidency says, what is it called? Femi Adesina will now come. The presidency says, Lai Mohammed will also come. The presidency said I could hear did a switch, addressing some people in Canada or in UK or wherever in Europe, America or thereabouts, because he has been advocating for good governance in Nigeria. She was there. She said Lai Muhammad. She was talking about Lai Muhammad. That name Lai is becoming a tough one, from his family, whereby Lai Muhammad's grandson would just ask, Dad, why do they call you Lai? Why do you lie? Wow, he could not answer that question. Now, to the issue of Nnamdi KANU, the Nigerian government, through the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, has disclosed that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi KANU, took advantage of the SARS protest in 2020 to create mayhem, leading to the death of several security agents. Well, I want to know where the position of Malami is. Where did Nnamdi KANU kill? How did he do it? I'm so surprised. I'm hearing it for the first time. Well, in a lengthy report sent to Politics Nigeria, the AGF Attorney General of the Federation disclosed that KANU seized the protest through subversive and inciting statements. Okay. As you are aware, Nnamdi KANU, the self-acclaimed leader of indigenous people of Biafra, but wait, Nigerians, wait, please, my subscriber, wait. You're listening to this. They said the federal government, is accusing Nnamdi KANU of killing security agents, hijack NSAS protest. But Nnamdi KANU was not in the limelight. Okay, I would say Nnamdi KANU was not in Nigeria one. What statement did they use? Why didn't the federal government bring up that issue during that time? Because the only thing Nigeria knows or knew about the offense of Nnamdi KANU is just he jumped bail, and Abaribe was being accused of standing as a shorty, that if he does not produce Nnamdi KANU, he will pay 100 million, which he did. He paid 100 million naira, because Nnamdi KANU was not produced. He paid 100 million naira. Now that Nnamdi KANU came back, he demanded for his 100 million. I don't know if they have given him or not, but I believe that they would have given him. If not, I know Abaribe for who he is. Now, from the bone of contention here, I can listen vividly, or I can see that, or you can hear me by saying the FG, the federal government, accused Nnamdi KANU. Now, Malami is hiding under the federal government. That's why I said Buhari will now come say, do you want to contradict my Attorney General? The bottom line is that Malami is the one, ruling Nigeria at present, and he has done so many havoc. He's the one destroying Nigeria. Then if the northern people are not careful, I pray that Ndume, propagate the gospel of administration, good administration, good governance to the rest of the so-called senators or the leaders or the elites in the northern part of the country. Because according to Ndume said it's tired of the country, that he needs to relocate. And that was what now brought me back to Pastor Paul Adefarasi, who said, being a Christian, Muslim, or whatever, a Nigerian, you must have a plan B. That was what he said. So people started shouting, why would Pastor say so? Well, he knows what he's saying. Now, it seems you understand better. As you are aware, Nnamdi KANU, the self-acclaimed leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been at the center of a subversive campaign against the Nigerian state. So consequently, Nnamdi KANU was arrested on 14th October 2015. He was charged to court for a treasonable felony, among other crimes. He was granted bail by the Federal High Court, Abuja, on 25th April 2017. He, however, breached the bail conditions and fled abroad. That's jumping bail. While in self-exile, Nnamdi KANU intensified his subversive campaign using online radio Biafra to instigate violence and incite members of IPOB to commit violent attack against civil and democratic institutions, particularly the security personnel, Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and civilians. Yes, he instigated the destruction of public and private properties across the country. As a result of these criminal activities, IPOB was proscribed and designated, and also proscribed terrorist group or thereabout by the court sitting in Abuja in an order made on 20th September 2017. Okay. On 12th December, let me just go lastly. 12th December 2020, Eastern Security Network (ESN) was formed by Nnamdi KANU as an armed wing of IPOB with the mandate to advance the inferious agenda of the outlaw group. ESN continued to launch attacks on security personnel, civilians perceived as enemies, as well as destruction of private and public properties. Destructive activities of IPOB ESN pose a serious threat to Nigeria's national security and its corporate existence, which resulted into the arrest of Nnamdi KANU and the members of his group. Yes, and this is the point, and I would want to say this from the last note. Malami is the one, indicting Nnamdi KANU as it is. Malami has been the one, that planned or masterminded the kidnapping of Nnamdi KANU from Kenya. That's why they don't want to present him in court. The last word that they said that they arrested Nnamdi KANU. Now, in court, how can he defend it? Was Nnamdi KANU arrested or kidnapped? That's the question.